wasn't enough mines to like stop the lizard rush, and he just got immediately overwhelmed. But now we are on to a different game right now. It's gonna be Zerfur versus Bwobafet here. Both of them nicely tucked into their own corners of the map here, so expect a pretty long and drawn out fight for both of them. Although I'm not very sure how you can easily attack into Zerfur's side of the map. Alright. Right now, Bwobafet just making his way around the map here. We can take a quick look at their loadouts here. Bwobafet gonna go with the Lizard Pigeons as his tier 1s, Falcons and Skunks as his tier 2s, which is fast becoming the bit of a meta for this patch here. The Skunk Gas especially extremely strong, and Falcons just some great damage coming from an aerial unit. In the meantime, Zerfur going with the same lineup that he went with the last match against Josh. Triple tier 2 with the Ferrets, Lizards, Badger, and some mines. Although he has yet to put a mine onto this field, which, I mean, mines are still really powerful in this game, so having those mines out would be great pressure against Lizards. Alright, in the meantime, both sides getting their initial warrants onto the field right now. Alright, and both of them, it looks like Bwobafet gonna go for a pretty early expansion for himself here. Gonna be grabbing the one right in front of his base there, a very nice grab. It does mean he's gonna have to defend it for a long time, as it is pretty open to Zerfur's attacks. Zerfur trying to make his way in with the Lizards right now, trying to find a good opening here. It looks like we're gonna have a first engagement of the day here. Zerfur with more Lizards than Bwobafet has is able to overwhelm the machine gun nest, not gonna be able to build in time, and this is looking like a free expansion kill for Zerfur. Gonna have to change their icons. Don't worry, guys, I will get right to that. In the meantime, Zerfur gonna retreat with his victory right now, putting down some more Lizards onto the field. In the meantime, Bwobafet just trying to reinforce himself, gonna be stepped back a little bit due to the Lizard that he had to fight against. Gonna go put down machine gun nest as a defensive unit. And right now, Zerfur looking to take control of this game very quickly already. Up to 7 warrants of Lizards right now, 14 on the field, and it looks like he's going for another attack right now. Not going to wait for the rest of his army to form. He sees an opportunity here to overwhelm Bwobafet and takes out a lot of Bwobafet's units, goes around the back, comes in for another attack, weaves his way through. The machine gun nest now taken out. The rest of his Lizards have now made their way to the field, and now it's just one farm after another being taken out, and Zerfur will be taking game number 1. Alright, LSR, you still there, man?
Oh, kind of, more or less, yeah.
Right.
I'm surprised that we don't see a lot of toads there, in general.
It's very
Or are
interesting.
they getting so bad?
I don't know, actually. I mean, this is the recruit tournament, so they're basically just, they may not know about how strong toads are, or mines are in particular. I will say that that map was pretty darn good for a lizard's strategy. I'm just wondering, what did Bwobafet do wrong in terms of not having enough lizards to defend? It looks like they were actually on neck and neck, but Zerfur was just able to get the good engagements for himself.
I would love to have researched a bit, like a little bit more of these players, because I haven't personally played with them.
Alright, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game number 2 right now. Zerfur currently putting stuff on the board right now. Get this going. Cool. Game number 2, guys. Bwobafet in the north of the map, and Zerfur to the south of the map this time. Zerfur, again, tucked into a weird little corner here, and no easy expansions for him to take. He does have lizards and moles in his lineup, so he might be going for an earlier rush against Bwobafet. Hold on one quick second. It looks like we swapped the players on the screen. This is really annoying stuff here. There we go. Saved it for you guys. Sorry about that. Making sure the right player is on the screen. It's very interesting. The way the game handles the way that portraits are shown is that it always goes in a certain order, left to right. So I need to make sure to remember to do that. But right now, both sides, it looks like we're not going to see any rushes here coming out from Zerfur. Just going to go straight for the 8-farm Warren timing. And what? Okay, Bwobafet going to go for the 7-farm tier 2 timing?
I haven't seen that a lot.
I mean, that's like a super punishable timing here. And Zerfur, it looks like he might be able to scout this one out. Just making his way to the back, and he's... Does he see it?
Not if you get, actually, if you get pigeons behind and the pigs tank. If the pigs tank and you have some pigeons, the falcons will just kill something. All you need, like, falcons generally do deal a lot of damage, but they need just someone to stand in front. And actually, if you're chilling behind the pigs, they will do fine. I think that Xeno actually demonstrated that, you know, a single falcon could do a lot of damage, even on low health if it's sitting behind the pig.
Well, Zerfur, it looks like he wants to try to take advantage of this, though. The squirrels is already out in the field, so he does have some protection here, but he's going to be a little bit careful. Zerfur lurking his way around the battlefield right now, bringing his steadily growing army of lizards here. He only has one falcon and one squirrel, and that falcon just immediately gets sent to its death. And Bwobafet, unfortunately, has nothing really to defend his base. He has one squirrel. It looks like they are able to kill off all the lizards, though the second falcon was able to come online in time. And Bwobafet just going with another falcon warren.
I don't think his economy could support that all well.
Well, right now, for the time being, Zerfur's retreating back to his own base. And just trying to make his way through onto the field right now. Bwobafet with his 2 falcons on the field, but one falcon gets immediately taken out. The second falcon also the same. And Zerfur once again making his way to the base. Another falcon reinforcement on its way here. He's going to take out the lizards one by one, but that is like... He only has 4 farms left on the field, and more lizards are pouring on in. The falcon died as well. Things are looking extremely grim for Bwobafet here. And he's going to sell off one of the falcon warrens, but man, this lizard just... It's not even a rush, really. It's just a lot of lizards causing a lot of problems for Bwobafet here. He is going to be able to fend them off. He's got the falcons there to provide some fire support. And Zerfur not quite able to finish this one out quite yet. And Bwobafet, he is going to be able to rebuild. Sold off this one of his falcon warrens in order to get some more farms. But right now, Zerfur, he's on the counterattack here once again. And Bwobafet, can he hold this with only 2 falcons? It doesn't look like he can. Both falcons gone immediately. He cannot have any more falcon reinforcements to help defend. He has nothing on the field, and this is gonna be game. Zerfur, just a nice clean 2-0 coming out from him. And will definitely be getting the win for himself here. And there we go. Zerfur going to be able to clinch this match out against Bwobafet 2-0. I mean, any advice for people watching this? Like, should you go Falcons that early?
I mean, going Falcons as early as I said is fine. It's probably what do you have that tanks them? Even if you make, let's say you make a mole. If you drop a mole and you have like 1 or 2 falcons, it's probably okay. It can kill a decent amount of lizards as long as they're targeting the mole. Thing is, you can't really afford to overextend, and you have to kind of play defensive. And you know, your opponent can see, oh, he's having 2 falcons. If he goes out of the base and I have lizards, I could kill them. And if he doesn't, I can go and build my, I don't know, like a second expansion